I love the little wink and everything. We're delighted that Mary joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can we start off, first of all, by saying happy birthday?
Happy birthday,
Congratulations on the 90th.
It's been going on a long time, since March the 24th.
Quite right,
Excellent.
too.
Quite right, too.
Yes.
And this is yet another celebration. Lovely to be here.
And you have brought us a cake as well to celebrate your birthday, which is absolutely stunning. Tell us what this cake is.
It's a very special chocolate cake, and it's got cherries in the middle and cream. It is absolutely delicious, and it's the all-in-one method, very simple to make.
Love this. Do you mind if I start cutting it?
No,
You can
yeah,
talk if
it's
that's all right.
actually featured here on the cover.
That's right.
Excellent. So what's the book all about, Mary?
It's all about my 90th, and it's sort of memories of my very first recipes that I did on television, and even, you know, talking about it on radio. It goes back, giving little stories of, you know, when I was at school, I wasn't very good at the academics, Latin and maths and things like that. And so I sort of started then, and I had a wonderful domestic science, as it was called then, teacher. And she said, as I was doing things, well done. Nobody had ever said well done.
No.
You know? I was always dying to get to the back of the class so I didn't have to do anything. So that's when it all started. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
It looks
Doesn't that
amazing.
look
I need
great?
some lessons in how to cut a
Really
cake properly.
indulgent.
You know,
I'll
that's
pass
I
it
think
over.
Kat should have...
Would you like one?
Right, thank you.
Right. Right.
easy. I've got you a
I mean, the
massive one.
secret of a good chocolate cake is a lot, really moist,
Yes.
and lots of cream and ganache on the top.
Ooh, delicious. And so when did you start working at the magazine, Mary?
The very first magazine that I worked at was called Housewife, and I was asked to do it because the editor was away on a press trip, and the work wasn't done. So when I was asked, I said, you know, I failed English at school cert, as it was then. I can do recipes, yes, but, you know, I don't really know the sort of writing about it. You know, I wasn't a Jane Grigson.
Yes.
And so, anyway, I did it, that one feature, and they said, you must stay.
But it's so funny because you juggled all of it. You juggled your family, you just had a baby, and you were approving copy, weren't you, in the hospital?
Yes,
I mean, she was literally the original working mum. That's what
I was in, and they brought proofs into me in hospital, because in those days, I think I was in hospital for nearly 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wasn't going to give up. I wanted to do everything properly. I was reading my proofs, thinking of the recipes for the next month.
Goodness me. And when you think back to that time now and how different things are, this is delicious, by the way.
It is so good.
What an extraordinary career you've had, Mary.
Well, things were very different then. I remembered on my... I did television in Bristol for Collector's World, sort of Victorian food and so on. And then my big break came when I was asked by Thames Television. The producer went into Marks and Spencer's and bought a book on freezing, because freezing in the 60s to 70s was new.
Right.
And they thought they ought to show it on Judy Chalmers' programme, because she had a bit of food, Good Afternoon. And so I was called in, and so Diana Potter said, you know, tell everybody how to freeze. I mean, all it is the best form of freezing. And I so enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But it was so different. I was picked up in the morning with every pot and pan and things that sort of Blue Peter type thing.
You took it all your
different
own
stages,
stuff.
everything. And I would arrive in the studio, and the kitchen was beginning to be put up. The clock, and then the kitchen with the drawers wouldn't open. And then if I turned the tap, the props people made the water come out, and there was a bucket underneath. And if it overflowed, Judy and I would be sort of in water. And there were no home economists. Every single thing you did yourself, and you became very friendly with the props people who helped. And, you know, were in the background whipping a bit of cream to go in the chocolate cake or whatever.
Wow. It's so funny, you mentioning there freezing, like how far it's come in terms of equipment that we now use in the kitchen, and also ingredients. You must have seen such a change. Like, back then, an avocado was quite exotic.
I can remember the very first avocados, and there were stories about people serving them with custard. But all those sorts of things. I mean, a butternut squash
Yes.
was something that was arranged at harvest time, you know, and people didn't eat them,
Yeah.
Squashes. And all sorts of different fennel.
Yes.
You know, we really rather like fennel now. We
Yes.
think
Of course.
we're being very avant-garde. And all the time there are new things.
There are. Is there any new sort of ingredients and trends that we've got on that you can't get on with, though?
Kale.
Oh, kale. Yeah.
Now, I think with kale, I mean, I absolutely love cabbage. You know those lovely pointed cabbage, sweet
Yes.
With
cabbage?
some butter.
Is there anything more delicious? I mean, back in the day, when we had it at school, it was all overcooked.
Yes,
Now
of
we
course.
do it sort of very crisp, and then a little bit of butter on top. But also there's a new vegetable called kale-lette, which
Oh.
I grew in the garden this year, and it grows like sprouts, and you pick off little tiny bunches of kale,
Right.
little plant, looking a bit like a sprout, and they're much, much milder. Delicious.
So that's more acceptable, the kale-ettes rather than the kale.
Yes, and you can get them in good supermarkets sometimes.
OK. Oh, there's a TV show as well to go with the book too, where you invite people into your kitchen. You've had all different people in there.
I've had all different people there because they're all people that have said perhaps they'd like to do make a particular thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Alan Titchmarsh, for example. Gosh, I admire his garden
Yeah.
and his gardening. And we made a pasta dish with him with salmon in his lovely garden. And a week later, or 10 days later, he sent me a picture on the screen, and it was a glass of red wine, knife and fork, and he'd made it at home.
Oh, he'd gone and given it a go.
He'd given it a go, and Alison, his wife, said how clever. She didn't know that he was about to cook.
Oh, wow.
And Jamie Oliver.
Oh, our fave.
I felt that
love
was an honour because he's done so much for making food fun. And he came and we cooked together. And Gabby Logan.
Oh, the lovely Gabby came in as well. Was she a good cook?
She lives in the village. We used to live in Penn, and she's a very good cook. But we were doing different things that she wanted to bake.
Amazing. Well, it's going to be a lovely series for sure, because
will.
a little clip of it.
It's an absolutely beautiful book, Mary. You know that nothing can possibly go wrong if you're using a Mary Berry recipe.
I've actually, while you've been chatting, I've nearly finished my cake as well, so I need some more.
Oh, so this was just a big subterfuge for
essentially.
Mary and I to have a chat and you just eat cake, essentially.
We had, but by the way, just if you think that 90, just to know how young Mary is, we were out at an event last week. Our mutual friends opened a shop in town, and they've got these lovely pictures. We had such a nice time, didn't we, Mary? Mary was insisting I was opening more champagne.
My type of girl.
That is absolutely true. And Annie was there in a gorgeous dress, your wife, and she was positively a star. Lovely.
Yeah, she loved meeting you. But your daughter Bells was there as well, and I was saying, "Do you think your mum wants to sit down?" She said, "Oh, Ben, she won't sit down. She refuses to." You were stood all night opening the champagne for everybody, holding court. It was just wonderful, Mary. It's lovely to see you so full of life and still doing such amazing work as well. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to see you.
Mary's latest cookbook, Mary 90, is out.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.